So the first item in my project pan is this Ritual Defeat Balm. I'm still not done with it. I could have finished it, but I didn't. Hopefully there's some difference there. For the eyeliner, same thing. Could have finished it, but I didn't. I pretty much only wore this, I know, at least once. I think the rest of this I'm gonna have to use as eyeshadow because like the plastic kind of scrapes when you run it down the waterline. So yeah, I'm going to a music festival tomorrow, so I was planning on using this up as eyeshadow. And another product that I'm so close is this Glossier foundation. It was 16 grams before and now it's 12 grams. I ended up removing the dropper, so that's why it went down so much. But anyway, I took out the dropper. I don't think you can see it all inside, but anyway, there's barely any, so it's probably gonna last maybe like 2-3 times, and that's it. This eyeliner is still at 11 grams, even though I use it almost every day. For these liquid lipsticks, I want to wear at least one of them once a month, and I wore this red one for a wedding. It was a choir gig, so it was on like the church part of it, but I really liked my makeup that day. I'm probably gonna be recycling the same like 3 or 4 pictures because basically I wear this every day, and then if I'm going out then I wear eyeshadow. Okay, so next up, deck of panning. So for this blush, I want to hit pan on it, and I picked this for the home description because my husband gave it to me for Christmas. So for the concealer prompt, I chose this eye primer because I don't have concealer, and some people use concealer for eye primer, so anyway, that's kind of how I went around with it. So for this one, I wore a couple of times. The first time around, I just put it side by side because it's also in the chopping block because I bought it this year and I feel like it makes eyeshadow worse. Like, it does make it look darker, but it just looks more textured to me. I don't know. But I ended up using this with a brush and I liked it way better. This is the Ulta whatever. I still don't recommend it because I don't fully love it. But anyway, I think I found a way to use it and that's good. So yeah, so I wore this at least twice, and I wore this yesterday, but technically that doesn't count because it's already April. And yeah, yesterday I wore it with the brush too, and it just worked better. So for the Joker, I picked this e.l.f. multi-stick in Glistening Peach. It's very pretty. I like don't wear it as much because they changed the formula of this, and so I can't get this anymore. So that's why I picked for Joker. I was able to enjoy this, but after I wore it, I realized that my go-to has just been liquid liner. I feel like this adds more than this because even though it's very pretty, like you can't really see it with my glasses. So anyway, I still like it, but it kind of just makes me appreciate that it's just not my everyday thing, and that's okay. This used to be my everyday thing for work and everything, but now it's not, and it's okay. For wishful dupe, I picked this CoverGirl foundation. Yeah, I had heard about this Chanel droplet whatever, and it was so expensive that I never considered buying it, and then this came out last year, and so I decided to try it out. So same thing, this was also in the chopping block. I just got it this year. I'm still figuring it out, but I think mixing it with a primer and just like a tiny pump of this made it work. So once I'm done with this, I'll switch over to this, but yeah, hopefully it works out. The last thing was Influence, which was this Milk Makeup jelly blush. I really like it. I wore it several times. I'm wearing it on my lips. It doesn't last very long on the lips, but it's okay. I feel like if I didn't watch YouTube, I would have never known about this and I would have never bought it. I don't know. I bought it because of the texture, because it looked cool and I like blush. So that's why I picked it for Influenced. Okay, so totally forgot about this one. This was the No Shade Left Behind. I picked out these glitters that were in the chopping block and I wore all of them at least once. So I wore this pink one on its own with black eyeliner, and I wore this to the wedding I mentioned, and I wore this one and this one together, mostly because I thought I wasn't going to be able to use this one, but I did. This I wore on my inner corner and at the bottom, and this all over. I feel like they all end up looking the same, but yeah. And then I wore this one again on top of a pink eyeshadow. I did not take a picture of that, but anyway, I really liked how that looked on top of another shade, so that was cool too. And this is originally a Pat McGrath palette, but I put little magnets in there by the way. So yeah, so that's it for Project Pan. So let's talk about empties. So I only finished 3 things. So my husband and I finished a Pantene shampoo and a Pantene conditioner. I don't really care about brands for hair stuff, and my husband really likes Pantene. So we've been going with Pantene. We bought some other stuff, but it hasn't worked out. As for the conditioner, I probably maybe use like this much, and then my husband uses the rest of it. I tend to skip it because I end up breaking out right here on like my shoulder if I use it. And I could just like wash, like triple wash my back or something. But anyway, I think I might have to do that because my hair's been frizzy. Now that it's getting longer, I cut it here and now it's getting longer and the frizz is bothering me. So yeah, so I might have to start to regularly use it. And I also finished this Panoxyl. I've been rebuying this a bunch. I already have another one in the shower. I might switch it up though because apparently there's a CeraVe foaming one that actually foams. This says it foams, but it does not foam. So that's what I don't like about, but for acne control or whatever, I really like it. So yeah, that's it for empties. And then as for purchases, the only beauty item that I bought were these rollers from Dollar Tree. It came in a pack of 3 or 4, I can't remember. But anyway, you just put them on your bangs, you leave them for a little bit, and then it just makes them better. I've really been liking these, and I have one in my travel bag, one in my nightstand because that's where I get ready usually, one in my bathroom, and yeah, I really like them. And yeah, skincare, makeup, everything else, I didn't buy anything. Should I talk about my feelings a little bit? Maybe. Okay, let me talk about my low buy and how it's been going. So basically, I'm on a replacement only for makeup and for skincare. If I finish a product, I can buy a product. Skincare, I have not been consistent with it, applying it. Cleansers, I use every day, right? But like serums and stuff, I kind of skip in between days. Sometimes I use benzoyl peroxide cream if I'm breaking out on like the spots that I have, and the Cosrx mucin thing that's like really tiny, but I'm still not done with it. I'm almost done with it, but anyway, so because I haven't been consistent with skincare, I just haven't wanted to buy skincare anyway, so it's been fine. And then for makeup, because I've been having my routine of my 3 products, it's been fine. It somehow makes me not want to buy makeup because I really like this routine or whatever. And it's like I could switch around blush, but I don't know, I kind of just like using the same one. I don't know. Which, by the way, this is Poppy and Best of My Cosmetics. I don't think it lasts a long ass time, but I still really like it. It's like kind of a matte finish. I haven't been as interested in makeup, which is good. I also gave up watching YouTube for Lent, and even gearing up to Lent, I pretty much was just watching 3 people: Audra Rains, Miss Alyssa, and Teresa is Dead, and only 2 of them are like makeup-y people. Also, the state of the world has just made me not want to buy things in general. There was ice raids going on at Walmart and other stores, and then there was companies saying never mind to DI, like Target, and other companies, I think it was still Target, that they were removing Black-owned products from the shelves. And, the whole tariff situation, I don't know, it just kind of seems like most companies kind of suck. I guess limiting my spending and just, buying stuff that I need and or think about, I guess makeup you don't really need, but it kind of makes me feel better. Yeah, that was the other reason. But yeah, also just not being as interested in beauty and stuff. I'm still doing my makeup. I'm doing my makeup even more now than when I used to buy a shit ton. So, I mean, that's kind of nice too. So now I'm going to pick out the new cards. I can't decide. Okay, so for favorite category, I'm gonna go with blush. And I picked this because I bought it recently since my last one broke and I haven't used it a ton. So That's 7. So for number 6, I had to get a random color. I asked Snapchat AI, and they said teal, which I don't have anything teal. And then they picked, I already forgot what it was. Oh, they picked coral. And the only coral thing I have is this, which was just in the project, but it's okay because I really like it, so it's fine. For 3 is impulse. I bought this lip gloss. I had no intention of buying a lip gloss when I went to the store, but it was so pretty and it was a roll-on and I've been wanting a roll-on, blah blah. I always end up using the tinted lip balm that I have in my bag instead of this, so I'll pick that. Stop rolling. Okay, never mind. You're gonna be like that, I guess. And then 2 was out of your hands, so you had to ask somebody to pick something. I asked Snapchat AI again. I had to ask her like 20,000 times, but the closest thing I got was this CoverGirl foundation. She had said the CoverGirl Skin Milk or whatever, so I'm just gonna go with this. Either way, I'm almost done with this, so that's a good pick. Yeah, so 6 of Hearts is bronzer. I don't have any bronzer. I was going to pick this because it's brownish. Actually, I had been wanting to do a little brown eyeshadows. Sure, I'll do that. Okay, so I'm picking these 2 brown shades for the bronzer or whatever. Okay, so this is what we're looking like for next month. Thank you for watching. Bye.